All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and unlock this crystal slot here. Access. Give us assist damage minus 50. So Afida jumping in, she doesn't do nearly as much damage. And these guys are very tough. And like I said, if you can't save, so if I, well, in the verse you guys play, if you die, you got to do this dungeon all over again. If I die, since I'm the dev and I'm showcasing this, I'll get what I want anyway. So the rewards anyway. So. And this is the cyst I was talking about, the card. There's some lag here, but good. Now, she actually has a special input that you can use to make her do a whole lot more damage. I'm gonna try to do it right now. I messed it up, but I'll get it next time. When I get out, I'll let you guys know. It's not too hard. As you can see, all these guys are pretty tough. I'll fight this enemy again, I'll beat him next time, but I'm actually a lot weaker than I should be for this dungeon. Like, my HP is only 1,000. Your HP would probably be, your HP and mana will at least be 50 to 200% higher than that when you enter this dungeon. And you also have some equips that'll boost, like, reduce damage you take and all that kind of fancy stuff. I'm pretty much going in with what you start at the very beginning of the game versus like probably like 2.5 to 3 hours worth of progress. So it's almost like it's on like challenge mode or hard mode essentially. That's what I'm playing here. Actually, let's go back to that. Yeah, let's go back to that Access Crystal. And I'm actually going to apply the stealth core, so no more random battles for a while. And actually, there was actually a second crystal slot expansion, one of the earlier maps. So we're gonna go to that. And yeah, yeah. For this this crystal, there's no battle for it, but these gold crystals, what these do is that they unlock those yellow gates that I mentioned earlier. And as long as you have this crystal effect, you'll always be able to walk past those yellow gates. And these crystals are always located right near the secret saves, right at the end of the dungeon. So there's that. Like right here, we couldn't pass this before, but now there's a another crystal there, and that's a really good crystal effect. It speeds the it speeds up the rate at which the cars scroll in, which is really nice. But right now we want that crystal slot expansion, which was back yonder here. Here we go. Another tough enemy fight. Let's go ahead and access. Alright, another tough enemy. Let's actually try not to die this time. Build that combo up. And after I do this run, I'll go ahead and show you guys some of the crystal effects that you can possibly get in my scripts. Need to add some more defensive cards. Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. I got an A rank instead of an S. In the combat scores, if you get over 10k, you'll get an S rank. However, since I took a hit, it bars you from getting an S rank. So you can't take any hits if you want to get an S rank. Since I took a hit and I didn't have super armor, which prevents your score from getting docked when you get hit, I only got an A, even though my actual combat score is above 10k. Alright. I got that crystal slime expansion, so need to add some more defensive cards, so I'll add another barrier. Should be good. This fire spell right here is really weak, but I really like it, especially for the earlier parts of the game, because you may have noticed the enemies will catch on fire. That's called the ignite state, and when they have that state, they take more damage and they deal less damage. So I'm mainly using this for the status it applies, even though it's extremely weak. It does like no damage, but the effect it applies is really strong. This grave spear here, this heals my H. If I hit with it, it heals my HP. I think for like 20 or so percent. So that's really useful. And Afida can she can combo off of it. Whenever you use a card that has like certain properties, she'll always follow up it, and that's germane for like some certain companions in the game. But this one here too, this is another card that Afida will combo off of, and this is really good. Like this card here, because the Sentinel Rush, while it's selected, like while it's in queue, I'll showcase that. It blocks attacks, so it's really nice. Oh, and another thing, if you try to access the same crystal effect while you already have one on the right corner, it won't let you. See, I already have the weapon effect, so you can't have two of the same effects. It won't let you. You have to have something different. No, let's actually go for some of these harder. Let's go for some of these harder effects, like no white cards. This is really tough because white cards, they speed up the rate at like white cards, they make the card scroll in faster when there's a white card above it. And there's also like really nice effects, like the barrier cards I just put in, they won't be available in this fight. So I might die here. So this is actually one of the more challenging fights. Now some of these fights will get easier later on because you'll have access to different classes, and different classes really excel in different scenarios. But right now, since this is the beginning of the game, you don't have access to any classes yet. It's just regular Zola and her Spirit Buster. It's pretty tough. Let's go ahead and swap out this assist damage so we can get the Abyss Shards. And like you see the top card that's selected, while it's selected, I'm blocking all those attacks, and now I'm just you saw as I ran the enemy with that attack, that means I used the card there. So while it's queued up, it blocks. See that? More blocks. Very useful. And for each block for each attack I block, it increases the damage that it's gonna do when I ram it with it. So yeah, because I don't have any barriers, the white cards, these Sentinel Rush cards are very useful right now. And they're really helping me. Alright. And I got it. Cool. Sometimes more waves can appear in those tougher fights. So I'm getting pretty lucky right now. Sometimes it can be like up to 4 waves. Let's get this too. Alright, this is an easy fight. Oh, I got the effect I was telling you about. So, way more damage, and it just racked up my combo chain. And they're super dead now. And that was actually no assist there, so Afida did not come in at all for that. Alright, so now let's go ahead. I'm gonna go back and get that card speed plus effect that looked really nice. And then I'm gonna run back and start trying to fight those mimics. Show you guys those enemies, and then I think I'll wrap it up here, and I'll showcase. I'm not gonna do a devlog on the sequence stage. I'm just gonna show it like as like quick battle test 25 or something, and just let you guys see it because it kind of speaks for itself. I've already shown a sequence stage, but it was sort of a rough one. But it's pretty much what you can expect. And you just type in sequence stage on this channel. That's what it'll be, but for this zone. And these are some pretty easy enemies, so probably all dead right here. Not bad. And yeah, like I said, like as you saw from that last battle, even though it was real quick, I only got like 14 Abyss shards, and it was like, I think it was an S rank. So you don't get that many shards just through normally playing the game. You have to you don't have to, but taking advantage of these dungeons is really, really nice. There's some really great items can be bought from that imp I showed you earlier, with the Abyss shards. Obviously, everything you see here, I have most of the cards unlocked. It's like when you at this stage of the game, you're not going to have a selection like this, and obviously even this selection here, like these menus are incomplete. This is really ugly looking right now. When you guys play it, that'll be nice and pretty, and it have all the explanations of the cards for you. That's something I'm trying to work on now. It's very tricky to get that going. I might have to hire a programmer or something to get that going. All right, here's some secret patches right here, and it's assist damage plus 50. We're gonna swap this out for the access when we're all done with the gates. And this here is a mimic chest, because as you can see, let's grab this. As you can see, it's pretty bright. It's a lot brighter than the other chests. And there's different colored mimic chests too, which represents how dangerous the mimics are. They're not all just red chests. But since we're early on in the game, the chests are red. And this is a bright one. So that means a mimic is going to pop out and attack us. And the mimics, like I said, they're very strong. And I'm not even completely done coding their attacks either. They're going to have more attacks than what you see here. At least like 1 or 2 more. But they're extremely dangerous because all their hits, at least in this point of the game, will one-shot you. So that's an item I'll go over another time. And I die immediately. I used my overdrive too early. When you use your overdrive, it consumes all your mana. And when you recall, I stated that whenever you take damage, your mana goes down before your HP. And since I used my overdrive, which depletes my mana to 0, I took full damage right there. But I guess that's actually a good showcase of just how hard they hit. I mean, it was more than double. Whoops. It was more than double my HP there. And even if you're you have like a lot of the upgrades and whatnot that you would normally have at this stage of the game, that will still probably one-shot you. So I guess that was a good showcase, but let's actually try to beat it this time. I have a barrier this time, and I have a Sentinel Rush, so I can safely get my overdrive in. Actually, I probably should have used my my fire spell first to weaken him, so he takes more damage. But here's what it is. Pretty good. So he can be pretty tricky, and the timings for his moves aren't easy either. All right, I got the special hit off. Might be dead from this. This is a lot of damage. Or almost. Oh, he's super dead now. Got overdrive. So if you go in prepared, you can get a lot. And I got 200 Abyss Shards from that. So these guys drop a lot of shards too. And like I said, these shops, these are pretty much the only shops in the game, these little imp guys that will sell you items for Abyss Shards. Everything else you have to buy with shekels. Like if you're in a regular shop in a town or something, you have to use shekels. But the lore behind the Abyss Shards, you can really only buy stuff from those imps with it. Now here, this chest isn't as saturated, so I'm just gonna get shekels here. It's a different color chest. I got a lot there. So these chests are really nice. I think that was the last. Is that the last mimic? There's one more. Okay. I'm gonna use an item to get my mana to full, so I can open up the fight with my overdrive, so I can build up that combo to take him down.